welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jaguars and the Eagles, and it's coming up next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time. The moment these teams have fought for has finally arrived. Off we go in Super Bowl 67. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Richardson now on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Got his target. It's Hill. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Time to start the scoring in this Super Bowl, partner. We've got 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And they take this in for the score. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Here's a throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Trying to find his tight end. And it's 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Catch made underneath by the back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Dumped off to his running back. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. Now Richardson to throw. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I think they like to say in baseball, clear the mechanism, and that's what you got to do. You've got to let that play go and simply move on to the next. Hey, listen, rare is the game where pass protection ever is going to win 100% of the time, so move on to the next one.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Escapes the puck, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Jaguars take a 13-0 lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Now for the 2nd time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over with the football just outside the 30.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Richardson back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing.
And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing could turn in the NFL. And that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
At the 22-yard line.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Dump off caught by his back. And this one doesn't go far. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. One of the tight ends motioning right. Throw on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They send a tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. This one's caught. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
So that's a wrap on the 1st quarter of Super Bowl 67. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. We'll get you back to Atlanta after this. Welcome back, everyone. About to get back down to the field for the 2nd quarter of Super Bowl 67. They're hoping to convert here on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Catch is made in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on a football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They send him left out of the slot. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Steps up and he's running with it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Richardson. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
False start, offense.
All twitched up, they were ready to get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start. They bring Wilson in motion right. 3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. To throw here on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. 1st down from the red zone. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They'll send him up the middle. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Eagles face a 4-point deficit. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Slot man motioned over. Play action with Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're in a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself. You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Jacksonville in punt formation. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. Throwing now on first down. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Dropping back to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Back to throw. And a man is there to knock that away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Crosses the 35. Still got more room. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
And, oh, he got it! Interception! And the Jaguars are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They're set up at the 35 now. They send Hill right. First down throw here from Richardson. Got his target. It's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completes this one to Hill. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. On first down, it's Richardson. That's complete to Wilson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. Motioning the tight end now. They'll throw again. Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Buys time, rolling. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Richardson. Gets everything he has under this throw. And he sails that one over the end zone. And the Jaguars sending out the field goal unit. from the right hash, about 45 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll double their lead to 6.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 67. Now we'll send you south to our and I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Here's Ford on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Has room inside the 25. Dodges the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown! The Eagles put 6 on their side as they reach the end zone. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And he got all on that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets him around 6 there. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. They kick the running back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The Jaguars in a punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Plowing up the middle. And this one does not go far. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. They're out now, ready to punt it. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. No return on that punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Receiver in motion, going left. Now Richardson to throw. This one's taken in by Hill. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Richardson back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Rolling out to his left. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 3rd quarter lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well, there's a reason he's playing defense, because he couldn't quite corral that one, but in the end, it doesn't matter. He still does the job and denies 2 points.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles about set to go on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Hauled in by Waddle. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From the 32. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll run here on 1st down. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there, third down. Looking to the air here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Christian Gonzalez has it. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Richardson searches from the pocket. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing now from the gun. Wilson's got it. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. And play wrapped up by DeMario Davis.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Richardson on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We've reached the end of the 3rd here in Super Bowl 67. It's Jaguar football, and they just need to hold this lead to claim their first title. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Option give here. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing from the gun. The back grabs it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Rush coming for Richardson. On the move, headed right. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jaguars stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars push the lead up to 12. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense, too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's into the hands of Franklin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7. Back to throw, needing a first. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down.